So we will focus on Porus and his
Elephant.
Porus and his
Elephant.
The poem, the speaker of this poem is Mary Dobson. It's actually written by Mary Dobson. Here Mary Dobson want to convey a message. First of all, let me give you a kind of a sort of message that is being just that we achieve out of this very poem. The central theme of this poem is just a the story. What I mean to say is just about Porus, the king, and his elephant, and the kind of loyalty from an elephant towards his king. So it's just the adventure, or I can say the loyalty, or we can say the work of an elephant who is very loyal to his master. What I mean to say, the king Porus. Okay, is actually the poem is delineates the notion that is being this Porus is just in a battlefield. He is just trying to defend the country. Okay, in a battlefield he is just trying to defend his country, defend his nation, and because of that very just very particular battlefield and warfare, what I mean to say, in the conflict is finally the elephant who just saved the life of his master. What I mean to say, the life of a king. Okay, that he was injured in the battlefield. He was being attacked in the battlefield, and so many wounds on the body of it was bleeding, and the wounds on the body of the king. It was very crucial and very dangerous situation, and it's finally Porus. It's finally the elephant, the beast. What I mean to say, an animal who just saved the life of his king, or we can say a master. So before just to explain the stanzas and the lines of this very poem, here is one central thing that just I want to convey, that these animals should be taken. These animals should be taken with love. These should be acknowledged with love, with passion, with loyalty, with what I mean to say, an endearment, with affection, because these animals, they have the power to feel. They can cry. You know, there is only one thing, that they are not able to talk. Talk. Otherwise, the loyalty, if you just give your favor to these animals, is very good, because these animals are so loyal for the human beings. It depends upon your connection, your what I mean to say, the affiliation or resemblance, how to deal with these animals. Because so many, there are some what I mean to say, some people, not all the people, some people who are just they are just exploiting the animals in one way or other way. So many for personal benefits, some economic benefits, or some other things are there. Behind that, they are just exploiting, or what I mean to say, just killing these animals. This is not good, because they are naturally here just beautifying the environment. They are beautifying our this, what I mean to say, country. They are beautifying our wildlife. They are beautifying our miscellaneous, what I mean to say, the colors. Okay, it's all just depends upon your rational outlook, your mind outlook, your mature outlook. What I should say, your love, your affection to these animals, that these animals would be saved in the future course of time. You should always be lovable. You should always be very cautious. You should always be very loyal. Even I should say, you should just be very keen to the what I mean to say, the protection of these animals, because they are like us. They are also just having life. It's only that they are not able to talk. But their loyalty is been explained and delineated. It has been delineated in the very particular this poem, Porus and his elephant. You can see the adventures of the particular this animal. You can see adventures of an elephant. How the elephant saved the life of the king Porus. Okay, is something this this poem is actually is making this sentimental, because once we just focus on, once we observe and the same situation, is actually we are just getting sentimental because of the activities, because of the loyalty, because of the courage this elephant shows in favor of his master, or I can say in favor of the king who was just defending his own country, because some enemies were attacking in a battlefield. They were just very serious. They were attacking in the battlefield to his nation, and how he defended the country, and how after when he was wounded, he was being attacked by enemies, and how this elephant in the so many, just at the particular crucial time, that was very dangerous, and what I mean to say, awful as well. And the same elephant being the beast, being the, you see, he being very loyal, and he being very just lovable to his master, and how he saved the life of the Porus, the king. And finally, this elephant, he expired. What I mean to say, his death just occurs at the particular battlefield, but after he saved the life of his king, the master, and finally he died. Finally the elephant died in the battlefield. But it's a sentimental, the situation is sentimental. So it says this speaker wants to convey us the message. He just wants to communicate a kind of message that we should be loyal to animals. We should be very cautious about these animals. We should not kill them. We should not kill them for economic benefits, for personal benefits, for some other benefits, because these it's because of all this our environment. If we talk of ecology, it's because of the various colors. Like there are, we are talking about the animals, we are talking about human beings in the environment, we are talking about living components, we are talking about non-living components. All these things should be taken in consideration, and we should preserve this environment. And besides that, there are so many animals that are very loyal to us, that are very keen to us. We should just resemble. We should create an affinity to these animals, just to preserve them, so that our ecology will also get. It will get, what I mean to say, the balance. It will get a balance, and it's actually one of the norm, one of the discipline in our constitution as well, to preserve, because we have so many departments for these, to how to preserve the health, I should say, how to preserve these animals, because they are just beautifying the nature of our environment. Okay, they are beautifying our country as well. So dear students, is saying that just it gives the account of this poem, the ballad. Ballad is actually a story told in verse. Okay, it's a story told in verse. Ballad gives an account of an elephant that saved the life of its wounded master on the battlefield. Okay, the elephant faces death in order to save the life of Porus. Okay, dear. It shows exemplary loyalty and courage. Okay, it shows exemplary loyalty and courage. Animals like the elephant can express their emotions by crying or gasping, just as humans do by expressing themselves in words. They just cry, they just what I mean to say, also feel like human beings. Like human beings are expressing themselves when any person is sad or had any kind of problem. He has the ability that God has Almighty has bestowed on us, that we have the power just to express it in through feelings, whether through words, isn't it? We have the word power, we can very well just express our problem or anything. But the animals, they just delineate their problems by crying through their feelings. Okay, the crying is one of the just unit that delineates their problem, or the kind of situation they have. Okay, is between, as you know, the difference between animals and these human beings. But we should always remain loyal to these animals, because they are preserving our environment. They are just creating the balance in our environment. Okay, dear students. Okay, We had some stems also. We will explain them in the next lecture. It was all about the central theme and some kind of ideas that I just before starting lesson I just try to convey, so that it will just fix the content. In the next lecture we will talk about some stems also. That's will explain the story from very initial. Okay, and will be able to explain it as elementary that how this elephant saved the life of his king, life of the king. Okay. We can very well understand, we can very well have a conference by going deep into the very particular context. Okay. So thank you.